now tuned in to the Premier Hotspur TV. Sit back, get involved, comment away, because we are live.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. It's your man Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fan. Yes guys, tonight we are bringing another Premier Hotspur Q&A. So basically guys, fire over your questions to me on my own tonight. David Matt can make it tonight. So guys, fire over your questions so I can get I can answer all your questions for you. But firstly guys, we'll get into the news that today we woke up this morning and we heard the news that sadly that Claude from AFTV sadly passed away, we think on Monday, and what a tragic, absolute tragic. We only had him on our channel on Sunday evening doing the North London Derby Premier League quiz with him and Ken going head to head with Brian and Josh, and that was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. It was good to see him smile. You can see him; he was really down. You can see he was really down, and he was telling us after the show that he wanted to quit. He wanted to give up the show. He wanted to get out of YouTube and all that completely. And to hearing that there, absolutely, it blown us away. Seriously, tragic. I just want to get out there, like, just hope people who's put Claude through hell. He's put people out there put Claude through absolute hell with the death threats, with the not being nice, absolutely kicking him while a guy is down. You know what I mean? Just hope these people are happy now. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Bang out of order. Absolutely. Even when I put this this quiz out, I scheduled it, and I still had people saying, how can you have a racist on your channel and things like that, blah blah blah. It was absolutely disgusting what we actually was literally watching, what we actually was hearing of these people, and these are so-called Tottenham fans as well. You know what I mean? Giving the channel grief for having for having a guy like Claude on. Absolutely disgusting. I just hope these people are happy. I really do. I just hope they suffer like what Claude's suffering. I mean, absolutely. Just really hope that now. And for people to come out today as well, after when we put a tweet out, basically just saying this, we was probably the last channel that Claude went live on after the quiz before he sadly passed away. And the amount of abuse we got there, guys, you think these people who texting this, guys, you actually think this channel, we only done it to promote this, to promote our video and to promote our channel? Get a fucking grip. Get a life, guys, because we're nothing like that. Seriously, this channel, we're no serious. All we do is channel for, I keep saying again, just for giving the fans a voice, giving the fans opinions. Yeah. So let's see. I'll get that straight now. We are not putting this channel out there to promote our videos and things like that over what's happened with Claude. Absolutely. So we'll get that stops now, guys, because not a chance. So we're not like that. Absolutely not. We just literally made a point to make. I mean, that was Claude's last time live on YouTube, and it was on our channel, doing a quiz, and where he was very happy. He was very happy. I got told by a very good friend of his that every time we contacted him, because we was regularly in contact, it was not like we was only in contact for a couple of days. Since I've had my Twitter account and things like that, I've always been in contact with him, make sure he's all right. You know what I mean? Always welcome him on the channel and things like that. We've had him on a few times, and he's a very good friend. Just keeps telling us. He told me today that how Claude was always look forward to coming on the channel. just to get his mind off things. I mean, so the people think that we're only promoting our channel for what's happening with Claude. Absolutely get a grip. Not a chance. Absolutely not a chance whatsoever. We're just putting a point out there. That's all it is. So Claude, just rest in peace, pal. Absolutely. You're not in pain no more. These absolutely keyboard warriors, what you want to call them, they're not giving no pain no more. Just hope these boys, they suffer like what Claude. I really do. I just hope you suffer like what Claude went through. I mean, I hope one day actually someone gives you torture. That's it, and this is how you think. So guys, as I said, absolutely top gentleman. Absolutely. He gives you time. He gave everyone time. He come out and he went on to other people's channel. That's what a great guy was. He wasn't just Arsenal. He will come on to any channel. Everyone who got in contact, if he had his time, he'll give you it. I mean, that's what Claude was. I mean, him and Kenny Ken, absolutely fantastic. The credit to the Arsenal fan base, absolutely. Top lads. And it was just a shock. It's an absolute shock to relax. But that's what mental health and that's what people can drive you to, guys. I mean, then this online bullying, this online, it's got to stop. This torturing online, this trolling online, it's got to stop. Absolutely. And I mean, people think mental health and all that is not real. It's real, guys. I mean, people like this do suffer. Let's stop it. Absolutely, let's stop it now. I mean, and let's just hope now, Claude, as he said, he's there with his mum now, and let's hope he does find his peace up there. So, Claude, rest in peace, mate. Absolutely, top gentleman. Absolutely, and you'll never be forgotten, pal. Okay. So guys, we'll get on back onto the Q&A. So ask any questions, guys. If you want to get in there, ask me any questions. Is Harry Kane, do you think he'll be leaving? Has Bale just used us for a training facility for the Euros, guys? Who do you want to bring in the summer? Is Josie still the right man to push us on for the next transfer window as well? Just let us know. Just let us know, guys, what you think in the comments, guys. And we've got some comments here already. We've got Bob's. Toby is being tortured by Club Brugge, big time. Do we let him go? We'll answer that one in a minute. Bob's, thanks for tuning in, pal. Joel says, rest in peace, Claude. Yeah, absolutely. He'll never be forgotten. And Joel says, I think sell Toby and get Skriniar. Paddy says, rest in peace, Claude. He will be missed. So sad I couldn't say goodbye to him, even on the stream. You said, Simon, that you couldn't wait to do a quiz on his channel. Yes, we was going to do the replay because obviously Josh and Brian won that quiz. They were going to do a replay back on Claude's channel, and it'd be nice if we can continue that. I'll try and sort that out with the guys. I'll let his guys grieve. They lost a very good friend, and when the moment's right, I'll approach Terry and Diesel and Kenny and see if we can sort out the return of the second look of the quiz, and we'll get back on and we'll get it on their channel. We'll keep it going. So thanks for Paddy for tuning in. Yusuf, thanks for tuning in, pal. Vanash, yes, thanks for tuning in, matey. Joel says no Matt today. No, Matt can't make it tonight. I thought there was things that I wasn't going to do it tonight, but I thought the show's got to go on, guys. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's been a crazy day. Yusuf says hello. Yes, Yusuf. Obviously, you didn't want this kind of feeling when preparing this Q&A, especially after the quiz. Yeah, it's not nice to be to be told that sort of news. I got told this morning, so it was craziness, absolutely. Vinash, rest in peace, Claude. In the Turnish, thanks, Vinash and in the Turnish for coming in. Absolutely, get your comments in, guys. Get your questions in. Basically, I said on, do you think Harry Kane things? Any questions you want to think, guys? Just ask me in there. Slayer, it's my son Ashton. How's it going, boy? Yusuf, we have 356 subs now. Yeah, we do. Going good guns, Yusuf. Why do people say Claude is racist? What he did? We'll tell that another day, Yusuf. Absolutely. Instead says he called son the DVD, but it was an accident. He is a good guy. Kick it out right at the top right corner. Yes, I've got it. Kick it out. Absolutely, kick out everything. Discrimination, sexuality, racism, and everything. Joe Pearson says, hello, Si. Sad news about Claude. Decent, honest fella. Best of peace. JP, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Devastated to hear that news. Obviously, we didn't know, and that obviously I followed him for years on AFC TV, but we've been talking for we've been talking a fair few months now. I've been texting him a lot, been on him on the channel a couple of times. Seriously, you'll never come across an absolute gentleman like in Claude. Yeah, absolute, an honest fella, absolutely. Sorry, guys. George says he was a great man. He was an absolute fantastic man. Seriously. Just hope these people who gave him grief, they suffer like him now. I mean, Vinay says hi, Simon. Yes, pal. Thanks for tuning in. You said it's not good to say you suffer. Just wish they get better. Everyone does make mistakes, even if he's the worst person ever. He is still sensible. Paul says, yeah, massive shock news about Claude. Only on here the other day. So sad. Yeah, Paul, only on here. It's just very sad news. Absolutely. But as I said, guys, the show's got to go on. And the show's got to go on. And I don't think Claude will be wanting us to mope. I mean, so he'll want everything to come on. Is Kane the best striker in the world? I'll answer that in a minute, mate. Absolutely. When it says we are City, Super City by Sergio. As going, Mellons, thanks for tuning in, pal. Paddy says, question: how has your day been apart from the news? It's been fantastic, really. Yeah, it's been sad when that this morning, mate, kicks you in the teeth, and you sit there and think about it. I mean, only had them on channel. I mean, on Sunday, seems not real, but apart from that, yeah, it's been an okay day. Paddy, thanks for asking, mate. George says, would you want to get Skriniar as we are scouting him? I'll go back to all these questions in a minute, guys. How are you, Sam? Yes, Reynolds, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine, mate. How's you, pal? Eustace says, no, it's like everyone got a question, but I feel like it's not the time to ask it. No, as I said, just get all your questions in, guys. I'm just reading all the comments. I like to read the comments and I'll go back on the questions and I'll answer the questions. Not a problem. Yusuf says, I just have a question that I know the answer to. What's the one on the channel of the real Claude? Was the one on this channel the real Claude? It just felt like he knew he was the last stream. Yeah, it was the last. It was the last. The real Claude, Yusuf. Yeah, it was so sad. It's just literally just the words, like, unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. Seriously, shocking news. I mean, and JP said, doing this show in honour of Claude, mate, life is cruel at times, but we have to move on. Yes, exactly, JP. I don't think Claude will want us to sit there and mope around and not carry on. You know what I mean? He'll want everyone to carry on as normal. That's how Claude was, isn't it? So life goes on. I mean, we have to crack on with the shows. You know what I mean? We can't stop. But yeah, we'll keep him in our thoughts. I'm all good. I'm crying over Sergio, Palisade, but we know he's in a better place, so that's a positive. Yeah, you can say that, mate. It's not nice to say it still, you know what I mean? But I can see where you're coming from. Yeah, he's out of the pain now. All the torture he got, and it wasn't only that as well. He had personal issues as well, personal life issues. What he did to actually tell us in confidence, you know what I mean? Which the things he told us is going through a very, very rough time. Poor sod. You guys feel like honoured to be the last one to host a stream which Claude was in. It's not about honouring, Yusuf. It's not all about we was the last one. Look at us. We was Claude's last live channel. Nothing like that at all. Seriously, this channel was nothing like that. And that's what I wanted to tell people earlier. We got a load of grief earlier about it. And we could tell them to shut up. Absolutely, grow up, get a life. This is what this channel's about. This channel is not about points scoring off other channels or other people, things like that. You know what I mean? We're just pointing the fact that it's sad that this Claude, our quiz was his last live stream on YouTube, and that's all we said. That's all we said. I mean, and people took it the wrong way, thinking we're just promoting our video and all that. Because what's happened to Claude? Absolutely, get a grip. Get a grip. Literally, we don't have to promote our channel. We don't. We're not like that. We don't need to go out there and promote our videos, because at the end of the day, we told everyone we're not a serious channel like that. I mean, we're just doing a channel full of fans, full of voice to have their opinions and things like that, and just to have fun. It's just a hobby at the end of the day. Simple as that. So to think that we're trying to make this channel grow and keep promoting that video the last time what Claude was on, just get a grip, guys. Absolutely go and get a fucking grip. And Lily White Lane, yes, mate. Thanks for coming in, mate. Yes, Simon, mate. How are you? Yeah, I'm all good, mate. Yeah. Just see what, I mean, bit flipping shocked what happened today, but what we heard today. Go on with football questions now. Yeah, I'll get to that to you, Sif, in a minute. And Lily White says, all my wishes go out to Claude's family. Whereas I don't know why people give people abuse. It's not on. Yeah, it's a sad, mate. Did Claude commit suicide? I'm hearing that it could have been. I'm hearing stories that they're waiting for an autopsy to come through. It could have been a heart. Could have been a heart attack, guys. So I know we'll know more soon. But whichever way it wasn't nice. Keep your head up, fella. Yeah, I'll keep it up, pal. Not a problem. Thanks for everyone coming in there, showing their support for the channel. We'll get back onto this question first. What Bob's is coming with. Toby is being taunted by Club Brugge big time. Do we let him go? Well, it's a good question, Bob's. It's a good question. I think, me personally, I think it's probably his time. It's time to we may let Toby go, because he's I think he's coming on 32. And he hasn't got the legs no more. He can't play more than 1 or 2 games a week. He struggles with two games a week. It shows that. But to me, if we can get 1 or 2 top defenders in the summer, I may be tempted to see Toby out. Let Toby go to Bruges and recoup some money for him. But let us know in the chat, guys. Would you let Toby go in the summer? And Joel says, I think sell Toby and get Skriniar. Skriniar, yeah, his name's been ringing a bell for ages, isn't it? Skriniar. I think he is quite a decent defender, me personally. But me, I would like to see someone like, I don't know, more like a Lewis Dunk, something like that, or Connor Cody. I do like them 2 defenders. Me personally, or Sononchu at Leicester. That's another one. I mean, who I like. So there is Skriniar's a good defender, and Milinkovic is another one out there. So yeah, there's a few out there that we'll like. There's any other questions? Finish says, is Kane the best striker in the world? I think so. Finish. I think so. I think this season, I think Mourinho's made him into a better player this season. I think the way he drops into that 10 now, the way he works hard for the team, was to see another side of Harry Kane, what we ain't seen and didn't see under Pochettino. And so I believe Mourinho's improved in this season. He's getting more out of Kane, and that's why I think personally, his all-round play at the minute, the way he's playing, I think he probably is the best striker in the world. I really do. I really do. If not the world, in Europe, definitely. Me personally, I think he's above Haaland, and I think he's above Lewandowski. Me personally, as an all-round forward. As you said, well, it says by Sergio, yeah, absolutely. He's leaving. It looks like he's leaving leaving City and the Premier League in the summer. It looks like he's training his football elsewhere. And what a great striker! Absolutely, I'll just give that one to Rennes there. What a great striker someone's going to get. I think he'll be suited more for, like, I don't know. He may can do it again in the Spanish league, maybe in US, something like that. But Sergio, what a top striker! He's been a great servant for the Premier League. Absolute emphasis. Seriously, this guy is an unbelievable striker. Unbelievable. And for what they paid for him, absolutely. He's such a great striker. Yeah, again, George says, would you want to get Skriniar as we are scouting him? I said about then, Skriniar is a good defender. But I think what they're asking him, 60 odd million, I think it's a bit too much for him. I really do. Maybe about 35. And we probably can see if we can do a deal around there. But to me, I like the idea. Just if we can't get someone like him, keep us search for someone in the Premier League who knows the Premier League inside out. We know we're getting a ready-made defender who's really played Premier League football. It's not going to take time to adapt. He's going to hit the ground running from the word go. So that's the way I will go forward, me personally. But George, thanks for the comments, guys. Any other questions on here? We have Kenny Ken. Hi guys, sorry I can't join you, but thanks for having me and Claude. We appreciate you having us on. Yeah, Kenny Ken, absolutely appreciate you just coming in, mate, and it's not. I don't blame you, mate. I did send you a link. See if you just wanted to just pop on quickly, but I appreciate your that you can't come on. It doesn't matter, mate. Seriously. What you're going through today, mate, because you're a great friend, so close to Claude. But we loved having you on. We did. It's fantastic to have you both on. Seriously, even though we knew Claude was going through a bit of a rough patch, he gave us the smiles, he gave us a laugh still, he gave us the chuckles, you know what I mean? And I mean, what a great guy. And what a top lad you are as well, Kenny. And you're always welcome back on the channel, Ken. We'll get that next quiz sorted, mate. We will do. Let things get over and get over the hill, and we'll sort out definitely something with you, Kenny, and the Bansters. And Renner says, you guys ready for Haaland in the City shirt? Oh dear. Yusuf says, Kenny Ken. Yes, Kenny Ken. Paddy says, knowing that Skippy is coming back next season, you think he could be paired in a double pivot with Pierre? To me personally, Paddy, we've been talking about Skippy coming back, and he's doing really well for Norwich. And don't get me wrong, he's doing really well. He's only 19 years old and doing really well for England as well. For the 21s, I think it is. He's playing in a minute, and I think, to me, if Norwich come up, I would like to see him go back on loan for one more season, getting Premier League experience with Norwich as well. And we've got Bob. How's it going, Bob's?
I'm all right, mate. Can you hear me all right?
Yep, I can hear you all right, pal.
That's good. How are you, buddy?
Not too bad, mate. UK?
Yeah, getting there. I've got my dressing gown on. I've been chilling all day, as you can imagine, just getting back to a bit of normality. But no, it's all right.
But how are you feeling in yourself, pal, after when you had
I'll tell you what, with stuff that happens around the world and stuff that's happened today, it kind of puts everything into perspective, doesn't it? You know, it's you know, we just, I suppose, we have to be lucky that we're living, you know, and we are seeing the days in and nights out, and you know, it just puts things into perspective. So yeah, mate, got a loving wife, 4 kids around me, Hotspur, and good friends like yourself, Matt, and you know, we are everyone knows what I think of you guys, and you guys know I know what you guys think of me, you know, especially when there's, how do I say it without swearing, some rat bags out there trying to make their name out of, you know, out of unfortunate events, you know. Without going into too much detail, I know you've had a bit of stick today. You know, there's people out there who are taking advantage of a very poor situation. But in Claude's own words, he'd probably tell him to go and fuck himself, wouldn't he? He would, wouldn't he?
Yeah, of course
he would. Shut up, twat, get on with it. It's time to go.
Yeah, it's time to go.
So yeah, matey, you know, just glad to be here. You know, you know my story more than anyone. What I've been through. So yeah, it is what it is. But you know, this isn't a stream about that. Like Claude will say as well, get on with it. You know, get on and move on. So yeah, it's all about asking serious and unrealistic questions. And I thought I'd come on and give you a hand. Where's Matty, mate? Is he coming on later or?
No, mate. He spotted a couple of days off, and we're doing a stream tomorrow.
Okay.
So we've got something. We've got something lined up. A different show tomorrow. We've got something different, but it's gonna be exciting tomorrow. I'll explain that at the end. It's gonna be a really good show tomorrow, actually.
Nice.
So yeah. So he waited a couple of days off, but I just thought I planned this Q&A last night anyway, before we heard the news about Claude anyway. So
Matt said, as long as the guys don't mind me in my dressing gown, you know, I ain't got my Spurs merchandise on today, so it's all good. Let's go. Let's get some answers. Let's get some.
I said, Bob's, it's this one here. You're saying knowing that Skippy is coming back from next season, you think he could be paired in a double pivot with Pierre?
You're a big believer of wanting to keep him at Norwich for another season, aren't you?
Yes, mate. Yes. Yeah. If Norwich come up to the Premier League, I think it'd be great to see him having one more season with Norwich in the Premier League. I don't think it will hurt his transform as a player. I think it will only be better, because I think if he comes back to Tottenham, I don't think he'll play week in, week out in Tottenham. So I think, to me personally, to him to improve, to keep carrying on as he is, I think one more season at Norwich will be fantastic for him. I don't know what your feelings are, Bobs.
Yeah, I mean, I think it all depends, Si, what kind of players we bring in and who we sell. You know, if Winks goes, and let's pray to God he goes, and you know, we move Sissoko on, you know, we might be a bit short, and we don't bring anyone in. You know, I know there's been a lot of talk about Sampson. That would be absolutely great. And I think there is a lot of smoke now that can equate to fire. But if we're a bit short, I think, and the way he's performed, I think it's a bit more. I know everyone says, "Oh, it's just a championship league, whatever championship." He's a lot more physical in that league, so I think he'll hold his own. To be fair, yeah, he had a couple of good performances when he was at Spurs prior to Norwich loan. So yeah, I think it all depends. If we manage to get 2 midfielders in and move 2 out, he might have another year at Norwich. But I do believe that I think Jose might have a thought of moving 2 midfielders on and bringing 1 in, because we've got Sissoko there. Sissoko. Wash my mouth out with soap. Winks there. So yeah, I do believe Winks. I can't get my words right. It's the drugs. Skippy will come back to us, and yeah, he'll make up the numbers in the midfield at March.
Right, here we go. That's Bobby's opinion on Skippy coming back next season. Sorry. Paddy says, I've got a question for Bobby. Which player, in your opinion, is our main summer target, and one we want to sign more than any other player? Sorry.
We need 2 defenders. It's very unlikely. If we are sending a number of players in a position, I think it will be defenders. Dyer, I think, I'd still give him benefit of doubt. He's a squad player. Purely and simply, it can be that set, DM playing defensive midfield. We need it. Don't forget, he made his debut in the first few games right back as well. So he has got that experience. If anything, the least experience he's had is in that centre back position. So Dyer can be a good squad player. I do believe Toby's going to leave. If he gets the Club Brugge, if they offer him first team football and he's coming up to towards his twilight of the year, then every chance he'll go. So I believe someone with experience. The only reason I wasn't too keen on Lewis Dunk, like you're a big fan, I know, was purely he was very Toby-esque if he came in. If Toby goes, I think it's really important to get someone with experience, i.e. a Lewis Dunk. But mate, for me, Botman, Ben Botman is a must. And if not, we have to get Konza, who's been on record to say he's a massive Spurs supporter. So ideally 2, but if we do get rid of Toby, we do need experience. And yeah, there's every chance. But for me, which player, in your opinion, is our main summer target? It's a defender, be it Konza or be it Botman. That's a must. We need to get a defender in.
Yeah, I totally agree, Bob's. Definitely centre backs. Me personally, I think we need 1 or 2. Me personally, I think Toby, as you said there, I think he could be shipped out.
A lot of noise, mate. A lot of noise.
Yeah. If we can get some money back for him, still the question marks over Davinson Sanchez for the rest of the season. But to me, do we give him another season? I'm not a massive fan of Davinson. I know he's been playing well lately, but me personally, Eric Dyer as well. I think he's the one who can go as well. And as you said there, Botman, I haven't seen much of him, Bob's. I've seen a couple of clips of him. So he does look like quite a tidy defender. And he's still quite youngish. Yeah. Is it Bob's? And Konza, we see him in the Premier League. Yeah. And that's what I like, Bob's. Konza, I'll take all day long because he's played in the Premier League. He's a ready-made, fit player. He'll come in. He doesn't need time to adapt. He'll come in. He knows what the Premier League is about. So someone like him, or an Anderson from Fulham as well. So there is some good targets out there, but it depends. But the big noise I think is Sabitzer at the minute. If we go into the midfield, I think that's massive. The noise is getting. I think that's gathering pace. I think if it's true that the deal could be like 75% done, that'd be a great sign to me personally. In Sabitzer, I think that's why if we get someone like Sabitzer in the summer, Bob's, and bringing Skip back into the fold. Yeah. Would he want to just play on the bench or just? I think to me personally, just keep him regular football at Norwich and see how he goes with Norwich again in the Premier League. Because as you said, Championship is it's a tough league. It's real tough. It's hard tackling, isn't it? It's a real tough physical league as well. Isn't it? They play a lot of games, and we've got. JP said, I think we should only let Toby go if we get at least 2 decent centre backs. Top 943 say, all right, lads. Thanks for tuning in, pal. JP said hello to you, Bob's. Top 943 says, all right, side. Yeah, all good, man. Callum, as a United fan, can tell you, is it Jose adores Skriniar. Yeah, try getting them twice at our place. Yes, we know like Skriniar, but with him, the price tag up when they're at 60 odd million. Me, I agree that I don't think he's worth 60 odd million personally. He's a good defender, but I think 60 odd million we can get someone else for that price and probably younger one as well. I don't know what your thoughts on that, Bob's.
Yeah, he's had a good finish. Well, he's having a good finish to his Inter Milan season, isn't he? And I think that's probably going to jump up the valuation a bit more. I know there's a clause in there. I'm not quite sure what the clause for, how much the clause is for, but with him getting so much first team football now as well, I think he's going to stay. He's going to stay there. You know, he wasn't featuring early on the season. And that's why we had a chance, but he's featuring prominently now in Inter. So I just think he's going to take that into consideration and stay at Inter, which I don't mind. If we can get likes of Botman, Konza, like you say, and mate, if Toby goes, I'm all for Lewis Dunk as well. He's solid. You know, there's a lot of talk about who's this Southampton defender.
Vedsgaard.
Yeah, let's talk about him as well.
He's another good defender, Bob.
Is another Toby-esque kind of replacement as well.
Definitely,
so absolutely. I think experience is a must, and experience in the Premier League is ideal. So any of those two, plus Konza or Bot, be ideal. Absolutely brilliant. And we're not talking mega money as well, mate.
No, exactly. Thanks for that, Callum. JP, hopefully third time lucky then. City. Sorry, lost Kelly. Yeah, absolutely tragic. Yeah. Renner's Super City. Yes. JP, we've got that one.
How's he feeling about Aguero? Renner's, how are you feeling about Aguero, matey? Let us know what you're. Do you want to see him in the Premier League, or do you want to just see him go abroad? Because there's a few whispers that he might stay at someone. Would you take take him at Spurs for a season or so? Sorry?
Mate, absolutely, definitely, absolutely.
With a heartbeat.
With
10 minutes to go, 1-0 down. 10 minutes there, 1-0 down. You got Kane up there, Kane and Aguero up front.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, tops. Yeah, it's a top striker, mate. I'll tell you. And what they paid for him, £50 million. I swear that's what they paid for him.
In his prime, he was, for me, he could have gone to any team in the world. I mean the world. I mean the Brazilian league, Argentine league. He could have gone to any team in the world and make a difference. He's the only striker I've ever looked at. Unfortunately, Thierry Henry comes into. I know he was a gooner, but him and Henry were the only two players I looked at and thought, oh, wish he were the Spurs. You know, likes of Sheeran and Ian Wright and all that. No. Them two strikers, mate, it's so jealous.
Unbelievable. Yeah, absolutely. Top 9.3. All right, Bob. All right, Bob Spur. Yeah, he's all sound. And if Kane goes, it will change everything going forward. Do you agree that, Bobs? Do you reckon if Kane does go, do you think we can recoup some of that money and get someone in to replace Kane, or do you reckon it will change everything going forward?
You'd like to think Jose will give the ultimatum to the board. You know, okay, we're going to sell my best world-class player, my only world-class player apart from Son, for 150 million. I want to see at least 130 of it. Otherwise, you can see Jose saying, right, if you sell Kane, I'm going. That's probably a bit too far. Will it change everything going forward? Depends. If we go down the money, depend down the route of how we spend Bale's money, yeah, we're going to go backwards. We need to be out of that 150. If we get that 150, you know, we can't go about buying 7 players from it. We need to get 2 quality players. We need to out of 150 get 2 quality players out of it, and then spend the rest that you're going to say. And the good thing about Kane, the thing I'd say is Sonny won't go. I don't think Sonny and Kane will go together. The only person who can decide if Kane goes in the summer side, in my opinion, is Kane. You know, we say all about Jose going to the board and asking for this. I think Kurt Kane has earned the right to go up to Levy and say, right, Mr. Chairman, what are your plans for the summer? I'm going to be 29 soon. Yeah. I want to win trophies. Because if your ambitions don't match mine, then I'm going to move on. And mate, the credit he's got in his bag, there's no way we can hold him to ransom. We have to accept that he needs to move on. He'll never ask for a transfer, but I think there's going to be a common knowledge of acceptance that there's, you know, both views aren't matching. And unfortunately, if he stays within the Premier League, which I think he'll want to achieve a record, the only team who can guarantee success and trophies right now is Man City. Yeah, Man City. And that would kill me. And I know Reynolds is probably jumping off his sofa or bed or horse, I don't know what I say, but wherever it is, you know, that's the only team in the Premier League I feel.
Absolutely, mate.
There's no point in going Man United, Chelsea side, because they're going to be in trouble just like ourselves.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I can't see that. But the only team who can offer him guaranteed trophies for next season is Man City, especially the way Guardiola's got him playing at the moment, mate. Oh my God, what a team. So, yeah, I mean, I hope it doesn't come to that, but if it does, I hope Jose's got the balls, I'm sure he has, to say, right, I'm going to sell Kane, I want all this money. I want Haaland. Never going to happen, of course not. But that's what the ambition needs to be.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to think about the wages, salary we're going to free up with Bale going in the summer as well. You know, that's wages of 220k per week plus 150 in the bank. Just that there, mate. If that doesn't bring in 2 quality players, I don't know what will. And to be fair, money like that, we can afford Haaland, but we haven't got that backup of historic trophies. The only pulling power we do have with regards to Haaland is Mourinho. Think what you want of him. He's got pulling power, hasn't
he? Yeah, of course he has. Absolutely, Bobs. So there you go. That's what Bobs thinks. I'm afraid we need a whole new rebuild, top to bottom, especially if we lose Kane or Son. Paul says time to dip into our academy. Lots of up and coming talent to replace Deadwood. That's if the board doesn't come good. All said, at least 2 or 3 proven established players required. Absolutely, Paul. Speaking of Inter, they changed their badge to mark. Yeah,
really
I saw that.
Yeah, very chic. Very chic.
Yeah. Aguero, yes, of course. Yeah, he agrees with us. Let's take Aguero. Going back to this one there, Bobs. To me, as you said about Kane there, I saw his comments the other day. That he brushed it aside. I don't know what you thought of it, Bobs. It just sounds like he just brushed aside the links away from Tottenham. I think he just wanted to finish the season with Tottenham. He said, and see how the season ends and things like that. That's just telling me, Bobs, that he's in two minds. He's in two minds that if it doesn't go well, that I'm looking to go elsewhere. And to me, I can't see at the minute if Kane goes, Bobs. What strikers out there who like realistically will come to Tottenham and who we can afford on the wage budget we pay out? You know what I mean? I just can't see who actually is out there at the minute, Bobs.
Yeah,
who we can go out.
I think the thing we'll have on our side is that whoever comes in, at least we'll have that peace of mind that we'll be a backup to Kane. Vinny might stay. You know, I know there's a lot of talk about, Vinny's definitely going to stay, but you know, it might not come down to it. If someone comes in looking at his performance, he's done so well. He has been well. But if I'm another Premier League team, Everton, for example, I'd go up to Vinny and say, "You come to us. We'll offer you games every single week. Come to us." And mate, if you've got a choice between, you know, sitting on the bench for most of the season and making 2 or 3 or 4 appearances and 1 start or 2 starts, or going to Everton playing week in, week out and seeing their progression, he'll leave. It might not be up to us to renew that. I have that buying option. So I know we've got first choice of saying yes or no, but player doesn't want us to pay for you, you say no. So but yeah, if we sold Kane, we'll have, in a way, in a weird kind of way, we'll have a lot more power of attracting a better striker, because they'll know that they're coming into a team that hasn't got Kane. And for me, that's Danny Ings. Danny Ings will come to Tottenhm if we sell Kane. And
right.
I don't mind that.
Danny Ings, it's an interesting one, Bobs. I know you. Bobs, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, all right, mate.
Yeah.
I was asking the for a drink. That's all.
All right. I know you're a big fan of him. Matt's a big fan of Danny Ings. I'm not saying Danny Ings is a terrible striker. I think he's quite a good striker. I think he's 29. I just think he's got an injury record as well, Bobs. And that's the only worry it puts me off with Danny Ings. If we get someone like him, and he picks up an injury and he's out for half the season, I mean that's Tottenham's luck, Bob. So
we'll need to. Yeah,
definitely. But with Harry Kane, we've lost Harry Kane and Son, because I tell you now, do not rule that out. Having a double get out in the summer, and I think if both of them go, wow, hey, go on, Bobs. If both of them go, mate, wow, and I can see where he says it'll be a complete rebuild.
Levy and Jose will have to ask as well. Right, Kane, you're going to go. Sonny, are you going to be staying here so we can build a team around you, or do you have the mindset of, okay, I'll see how it goes? Because if Sonny's only going to stay because the whole reason of him staying is because Kane's going, then we don't want to play who's half-heartedly staying. If they both want to go, mate, move them on. That's potentially 300 plus, 300 million plus. Oh, sorry,
easy.
200 million plus. Right. And if we can't spend that money wise, you know, we've definitely got it wrong. We don't want 8 players.
I think before that happens, mate. I think from now until the end of the season, mate, I really do think we should get rid of Steve Hitchen. Get rid of him before the end of the season. Before we get all this money. Even, as you said, if Kane and Son decided that that's it, enough's enough, and all this money comes in from him, we need someone better than Steve Hitchen in that recruitment area, because the guy is no good. I wouldn't not trust him going out there and getting players. No, not a chance. So to me, I think that's where we need to, from now to the season, need to concentrate on that department, and then hopefully we can get someone in, Bobs, who can go out there, who's got a very good knowledge of the European network, mate, and bring us some gems. That's exactly what we need, mate. And you can say to yourself, "Oh, is Vinny a man who can step up?" No, I don't think he. Not someone to replace Kane. I think we need someone at a different level. Do you know what I mean?
It all depends how we finish the season as well. So
yeah, exactly.
If we're finishing
seventh
if we're finishing 7th or 8th without a cup, no.
I can't see that.
Jose's remit when he signed for us was to get us Champions League. And in my eyes, regardless of all the players haven't performed and all this, he with his CV, with the proof that we can play good, how we did do it earlier in the season. I know your feeling towards it, but it's not like we haven't been top this season. It's not like we haven't been top. We've proved it. First half of the season, we proved how good we were, and then we had a decline. But that's when the manager should show his, colours. Right. Well, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it from and show what I'm about. He's failed to do that. So for me, the top 4 finish is more important than Carabao Cup win. But we'll see. Jose needs a good finish, players need a good finish, and the board needs a really good summer. Really good summer. All eyes are on the ball.
Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, it's a massive summer, as you said there, Bobs. Aguero will swap for Kane, I bet. Do you know what, pal? That would not surprise me. That would definitely not surprise me. I'm telling you.
He hasn't got the minutes. Aguero hasn't got the minutes to Kane.
No. Paul says if Ball doesn't come good this next window, unfortunately, can see Harry following in Telly's footsteps in search of. I think it's going to be before that, mate. I generally think the way he come across during the week, I just think Harry Kane is definitely looking elsewhere. I really do. And do you know what? I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't say anything bad about him because the guys gave everything to Tottenham, and I think the club has let him down. And he hasn't let the club down. The club has let him down. And me personally, I don't know what you think, Bobs, about this.
I feel embarrassed sometimes having Kane playing for us. We don't deserve a player like him sometimes. What he gives us. That's why I'm saying he's got so much credit back. He's got every right to go up to League and say, right, what's your plans? Because if you are going to be dilly-dallying over a few million here, a few million there, it's going to take us to the next level. Unfortunately for me, a few years ago, when we were consistently top 4, our next level was winning Premier League. We've declined so much that our next level is finishing the top 4 now. Not trying to. I think we're 2 steps away from challenging for the Premier League now, which is so unfortunate. We should have invested and taken advantage of the fact of consistent top 4 finishes, our League Cup final, Champions League final finish as well. But we're 2 steps away from challenging for a championship Premier League now, matey. So, but yeah, look, Kane has got every right to push everyone to one side. Go to Lewis's yacht. Say, right, what's going on, mate? Because if our eyes don't meet, if our visions don't meet, then I'm off.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree with that, mate. And he says Moussa Dembele, Martinez, and Aguero if Kane or Son goes.
I've always liked Dembele in French form. He's good. Martinez has got age on his side. I think Dembele's a bit older, but he's a finisher. He ripped Man City to shreds, didn't he? When Leon played.
I think he's. I've always rated this player, even when he's at Fulham. It was at Fulham, innit? Yeah, it was at Fulham, and he went to Celtic, innit? I've always rated this player. I think he's a fantastic striker, me personally. And Aguero, I just can't see Aguero staying in the Premier League, Bob. So I really can't. I think he's already said that he's not staying in the Premier League.
No, I think he's
going elsewhere. Goes back to Spain, America. I think, or go US to something. Yeah.
Yeah, South America, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you know what? I like that Celtic striker, Edouard. I think he's quite decent.
Yeah, solid. He doesn't score the number of. I don't think you can judge someone's goal scoring record in Scotland, the same as England.
Yeah.
You can score.
We've got to see it, but yeah, he looks quite a decent player though, Bobs.
Yeah, definitely.
Top 943 fans need to start protesting towards the board. I've had enough of us selling our best players every season. I want the board gone. Yeah, and we've had so many debates about this board thing going, selling the club and selling our best players over time. To me personally, that's what Bob said it a few times. This ball's going nowhere in this near future. This is a cash cow to them. You know what I mean? That's all they know. It's a business to them, and they know that once fans are back in that stadium, it's gonna make them serious cash. So, and that's what I did actually just sat down and listened to people speak about it. And I thought, you know what, it does make sense, because this is going to be, once everything's back and up and running, the stadium's full, everyone's buying drinks, food, and all that. It's the merchandise. It's going to be, and it's going to be a cash cow for them.
It's not like only 10,000 on our next when all this is over. We open the stadium. It's not going to be like only 10,000 fans or 100 fans turn up per side. We're going to fill the stadium to the rafters. You know, if 10,000 thought, you know, I'm not going to turn up, another 10,000 waiting.
Yeah, of course it is.
That stadium will always be full. The only difference is, and I think lockdown has provided this, the board, gone are the days where the board used to judge the number of the people walking through the turnstiles or the merchandise sale. That would make them realise, how do we gauge the fans' thoughts? Social media is absolutely massive. I've got a media special show coming on Thursday, stuff like that. But you know, the board just need to look at social media and just see how, regardless of what they think of Jose and the players, they unify with regards to their thoughts on enic. You know, they need to perform. They will know how much pressure they're under. All eyes are on the board. But like you say, mate, they're not going anywhere, and unfortunately, fans will continue to pay their money. Unfortunately, last I heard, Lady Gaga still singing, and from what I heard, the NFL still going as well. So that's another couple of revenue incomes that have got coming in as well. So yeah, it's not going to be, they're going to be short of money. I think the voices are so loud now against the board that they've got no option to see what the fans' thoughts are towards them. So let's see. All we can do, mate, wait.
Yeah, exactly. And there was some bit of news as well about there could be the naming rights deal could be getting closer. Apparently a deal that is going to be in the region of 250 million with British Airways. So that'll be a fantastic deal, me personally. Absolute fantastic deal.
Definitely.
And I said this guy who's coming in to be to get this name rights deal, this Todd Klein, he got a massive deal for I think it was the Dolphins. I think it was.
Oh, okay.
I think he got a cracking deal for, I think, between 180 million and 200 million for their naming rights deal. They got a real
great deal.
What's that, mate?
We'll try and name the stadium twice if we can.
Welcome
to the British Airways Nike, Puma, Adidas.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what, Bobs? Doesn't matter. I don't care what it's called, mate. It's going to generate money, mate, and it's going to bring top players to this club and make this club forward, mate.
Are you off to the Andrick Stadium? Yes, I
am. Oh dear, Jesus, brilliant. As I said, mate, I just think, me personally, this is the big thing, getting this name right still, Bobs. And I think that'll generate some money as well. And as I said, the concerts coming up with the enemy. It's going to generate so much money, mate. It's unbelievable.
We should see if we can get a deal with Durex. You know, we'll always be on the up then.
Hey, go on, Bobs. You're always coming out with one.
Hey, let's see if
Top 943 says, so we are going to settle for mediocrity. Then I thought we was a big club with ambitions. Obviously not. Bob's want to say that way, mate?
Is it? We've got ambition. Well,
Yeah.
us fans have got, but we have to be realists as well. It's not up to us unless top 943 has got 200-300 million. Then all very well. But unfortunately, we're not the ones playing the money into the club. We can support the club with our expectation and what we want, and we've seen how good we can be, i.e., top 4 continuous finishes, and how we're progressing in the Champions League, i.e., the final and the semi-final. I was saying, if we combine in the last 10 years, if we combined our semi-finals, quarter-finals, appearances, final appearances, average league position finishes, we won't be that far from the top teams in England. But it's all very well. We have to be realistic. We can't sit here and demand. We can do, of course, we can demand the Premier League for the next 5 seasons. We're fickle, and I told you, being Spurs fan, we have to be we have to be a clutch at straw. We have to be that. But we're Spurs fans. But we should know the structure of the club by now, and I'm sure top 943 is right. We're not going to settle for mediocrity. Of course we're not. But we have to be realistic. We know what's coming. The hope is that there is a change in mindset. The hope is that enic and Levy and everyone sits down and says, right, this is make or break season. We've missed our chance when we finished second. We were the second best team in Europe. We missed our chance then. We missed our chance by taking advantage of a season where every other club was average. They've been average this season. Man City, the only ones who have been absolutely great, and we've missed a chance by taking advantage of everyone's mediocrity. So we missed another chance. It's all guns blazing now. And I tell you what, if the board don't perform this season, because I think a lot of supporters' eyes have opened up. If the board don't perform this season, mate, you think it's toxic now?
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, top 943. I echo what Bob's saying there. Yeah, we all got ambition. Of course we have. We're not giving up on the club. We're not settling for no second best. But that's what Bob said. We've got to be realistic. You really have. I was one of them that keep going on about the Bulls need to sell. I'm still it. I'm not changing my mind. I'm not a flip flop. I will say that the Bulls still need to sell. But that's what Bob said there. We've just come over some serious conditions, some serious times where we've had no income in the club and things like that. So why do you think the club now is going to sell? Who's out there is going to really buy this club? What's probably worth about $2.5 billion on the market. Unless you're like some sheikh, some Arab who's got a lot of money, he's going to come in and plow the money in. It's realistic, as Bob said. It looks like they're going to stay on for another one, but it's a massive sum for them. It's as what Bob was saying there. They have to sit down now and say, "Listen, we've got to get this right. This is okay. Let's see how we go for the end of the season. If we do get top 4 in the trophy, fantastic. To me, that's a great season. As you said, finish 6th, 7th without a trophy, it's a disaster. Then we say, as Josie got the pulling power, let's see if Josie can pull in a couple of these players that we really want in. And let's hope so. Let's hope so that they want to change, Bobs. I think that let's hope so. They really mean it. You know what I mean? But if they're just here for the money, mate, that's why I say if you're just here for the money, just literally sell. You know what I mean?
Too right,
Paul's saying, Bob, any chance you can take Hitchens' job, seeing as he hates transfer window so much?
I love it, mate. I love it. All that free travel, looking at players around the world. Definitely.
Exactly.
Definitely. That's what I'll take it. All right, love. We're going holiday. Where are you going? We're going to, I don't know, Argentina, then Brazil, and then Egypt. Yeah. No. I think we do need the recruitment side does. All jokes aside, I think the recruitment side does need looking at. Hitchens getting away with it a bit because I don't think fans are as knowledgeable as not all fans are knowledgeable as Paul, us not, because I don't think they realise how much of a input Hitchens actually had. or is having. Maybe his hands are tied. Maybe he's coming back. We don't know, do we? Maybe he's coming back with really good suggestions, and maybe Levy and Enic are just poo-pooing them away. And maybe that's another reason why Mitchell left. Because he wasn't getting the place, and so his argument because it can't be a fluke, mate. It's worked wonders at Leipzig since he's gone there. So you're right, Paul. Spot on, mate. If you want to send in my CV, I'll email it to put a good covering letter for me. I'll take the job in a heartbeat. And you know what? I'll take the job 10 quid cheap, 10 quid less than what the package is at the moment. How about that? That'll save them a bit of money, and it's all about saving money. I think sometimes what we feel as fans, what we need in our team, doesn't obviously sometimes match what the board wants. But mate, we're not being unrealistic with our target. We're not sitting there asking for Haaland. That'd be great. The likes of Haaland or Mbappe or Neymar. We're not asking for any of these. We're asking within our remit. We're asking within our means. So let's see. I think our voices are finally being heard. There's no getting away from it. Let's see if they action it, because Jose in or out is irrelevant. I think it's down to the board. It's down to the board.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Vinash, I'm back. He's saying next season top 4 is a must. I think this season, mate, if we can push, we can still this season.
What's he holding? What's he holding? What's Vanch holding? Is it a parrot?
I got a clue.
What you holding, mate? It's if it's a cup of some sort, that's more than what we've held for a while. So yeah, mate, top 4 is a must this season, Vanch. And I don't say we should be getting top 4 because I believe in us. I don't. With our performance, one side done against Villa. I believe we should be going for top 4 purely because of the inconsistency of the teams above us. Chelsea, unfortunately, have picked up a bit of form, but they're going to lose a game. Like Matt says, they're going to lose a game sooner or later. We need to be there taking advantage, and we're 3 points behind. So, due to the inconsistency of the likes of Man United, Liverpool, the Villas, the Chelsea, the Everton, we should be looking at top 4, and it should be achievable. It should be achievable. So, next season, top 4 is a given, as far as I'm concerned, Matt, because we need to move that way. I think this season is a must as well. So, but yeah, totally appreciate your opinion, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. I've said what Bob said there. This season's not over. We can still salvage the season. We've got 9 more games in the Premier. We've got that the Carabao Cup final. So we've got 9 finals in this league, and I think we can. I think we can keep everyone fit. Get people back, and I think why not? I think we can still make this top 4. And how about Amazon? There was talk about Amazon taking over. Because he's one of the richest men in the world. He's very wealthy.
We've bought him a bit of money as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That could be something. And TikTok going to win the league, best joke all year round. Same old from the Yids.
It's nice to see. It's nice of him to actually pronounce who he supports rather than just a name on TikTok. But thanks for taking the mic, TikTok. Unfortunately, you don't have the courage to actually say who you support, but hey ho, it's
the king back. I don't know what he's on about. I really don't. Yes, I'm back. Beloved Hotspur, Adam, thanks for tuning in again, mate.
Right,
Lego blocks, and that kid is holding. All right, cool.
Hopefully he'll keep him a bit low as we like a bit low blocks. So.
He said there.
Yes.
That's Lego I'm holding. But it's hard to make top 4 but trophies. It's not, mate. It's not hard to make top 4 this season. Really ain't.
So what do you think of this side? So in my eyes, I'm totally disagreeing with you, mate. I know you will agree with me. Lloris, Toby, Reguilon, Ndombele, Pierre, Sonny, Kane, possibly Bale, and possibly Lucas. Bale, maybe, we didn't know how. But we've got 8 players there, apart from Toby and Lloris, who would get into most top 4 squads, not teams, but squads. The other 6, in my eyes, would make any top 4 team better. So Reguilon, Ndombele, Pierre, Sonny, and Kane, and possibly Bale. Bale, I'm not sure about, but the other ones would make any top 4 team better. They'd get into a Man City, they'd get into a Liverpool, they'd get into a Liverpool, Chelsea.
What did you say, Lucas, in that?
No, I think Lucas only because he's had a few games. But for me, easy decisions are Reguilon, Ndombele, Pierre, Kane, and Son. Yeah, these 5, and the other 2 get into the squad. It's very rare a team's going to have 11 world-class players. Man City probably an exception. But for us to have 5, 7, 8 class players who would potentially get into a top 4 squad or team, mate, Vanch, I agree with you, mate, but we've got a team there who can not necessarily finish, but certainly challenge a lot more and certainly stay within that way. Yeah, people go, oh yeah, we're only 3 points behind. But in this season, everyone in the top 4, what the 1 and 2s, even Man United are in second, they haven't been consistent. We should be more consistent, take advantage of that top this season, especially when the other teams have been so average. Chelsea have picked up a bit of form, so. But yeah, I think we should be doing loads better. I think the fact that we couldn't stop the decline, and we didn't make any changes, will always sit with me now. It's just like when Harry Redknapp finished 4th after we were second for God knows how long, because of the insistence of playing a certain formation, not changing it, and we lost European Champions League because Chelsea won it. That always grinds me because Harry Redknapp was so stubborn, and not once that season. When he was talked about England, he was like, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Not once he said, I'm manager of Tottenham Hotspur and I want to stay. That really did in fact, I wrote a big column about it as well. And this season, it will always bug me the fact that with our players, we were unable, with our manager, unable to stop that decline. We weren't able to put changes in place to stop that decline. That will always rile me. So, Vance, you're right, mate. Trophies a must, yeah. But this season, mate, we should be doing so much better. We should have been doing so much better. We're not a team. We're a better team than where we are, fortunately. And put it how you want. Older players have lost confidence. We've got average players. No, mate, these average players were absolutely fantastic. Jose was so happy with the squad before the season started. Every fan was saying, "Oh, we've finally got a squad. Yeah, look at our strength in our squad." Well, suddenly he's changing to a flag, but no, he's so yeah. For me, with our squad, they were, in hindsight, everyone's suddenly become average players. We were absolutely fine with winning games and lying top for 5, 6 over a month, in 2 months. So no, in my opinion, and Si knows how I feel about opinions. In my opinion, we should be doing so much better. We should be in a better position in the league. And in this season, with everyone being so average, I reckon we should have been second. That's my personal opinion. We should have been second because everyone else has been so average. We kept the consistency level. We played the cards right, and Jose changed it when it should have. He should have changed it. It's all very well changing it now. No, that's my mate. This heart attack's going to come back. Carry
on. I agree with what you said there, Bobs. That, do you know what, as well, Bob, that win against Villa, that was crucial. That was crucial for us now to kick on. And if we beat Newcastle, which I favour us to beat Newcastle away, to me personally, we can get a result there. I think this is on. I really do think. I think for the rest of the season, I think I should. United at home, I think we could beat United at home without a shadow. A full strength Tottenham. Well, I think we can put United to the sword. Everton away, Everton has just been up and down, really, mate.
Yeah.
I think we can get result. It's Leicester away at the last game of the season. That's going to be crunch one. That could be the Champions League. Whoever wins that can go in Champions League. So that's what I'm saying. So to me personally, I think we've got a really good run of games. And we only got to play once a week now, Bobs. That's all we got to do.
Exactly.
It's no European football there.
Apart from the cup final.
Oh yeah,
apart from
the cup final. I mean, so
honestly, unbelievable.
Absolutely. We've got some comments here, mate. TikTok's back. Hello, Top 943 says, agree, Bobby.
He's got 300 million in, is he? Yeah.
TikTok says, need a good laugh.
Good lad, TikTok. Likes banter.
Jake says, rest in peace, Claude. It's shocking that he was only doing a quiz a couple of days ago. Yeah, he was only. You
just don't know, do you, mate? You just don't know. It just shows how life just brings surprises, be it good or bad. You'd never know what's around the corner. You know, I can relate to what happened to me. You know, one day I'm happily joyful with my kids and my partner, thinking we're literally that night looking at the laptop, thinking about where we're going to go on holiday. And within a few hours, I'm no idea. I fall down the stairs and I'm on the sofa having a heart attack, and next minute I'm in an ambulance on the way. And like I said to you, I died for a few minutes. You know, it's mate, the perspective of life just changes just like that. It just changes life. It doesn't necessarily happen to you, but I'm sure you with the effect what's happened made you sit back and think about it. And that's what we should do sometime. Everyone as a whole. It's all about. It's all very well whinging and moaning, and we have us. But when we think back, there's so much to life, more than football. I know when we do all this, football's a priority, and football brings us joy. And I'll be honest with you, there's times in the hospital, football got me through it. But you know, when you sit back, there's so many more important things in life than other things that we whinge about on a daily basis. And sometimes we do need to put a break on things and look at unfortunate things that have happened around you. We need to realise how lucky we are. We take so many things for granted.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a common phrase: life's too short. Life is too short. Life's way too short. You'll never do what you want to do in life. And if you can, well done, mate. Well done. Yeah,
absolutely, Bobs. Absolutely. And Jay Ashraf, top show. Jose doesn't have the profile to build a squad from ground up, especially with young players. We'll get back to that one, mate. Beloved Hotspur says, hope you, Si and Bob, are well and don't listen to what people say. We all know the voice of reason. Claude was a good man.
Yeah.
May you rest in peace. Nice one. Cheers, pal. TikTok, here we go again. Look, he's back. You lot make a DVD almost winning the Champions League. Now you could put almost winning the league with it.
To be fair, TikTok, you made a DVD. Oh no, we still don't know who he supports. So no comment. No comment.
Mike, thanks for popping in, mate. Absolutely appreciate it, mate. Do you think Troy Parrott will be a regular starter within 2 years? We have him at Ipswich and think highly of him. Interested in your views. We'll get back to that one, Mike. Just get these these comments. 943 says, and Paul says, inspiring words, Bobby.
Nice one, Paul. Cheers, buddy.
Nice one, Paul. Cheers, pal.
You still got a dodgy beard, though, mate.
And TikTok's Brian.
Good lad.
So we'll get back to this one, Bobs. He's saying top show Jose doesn't have the profile to build a squad from ground up, especially from young players. We've touched on this before. I don't know if it was on your channel or my channel or Josh's channel. We have touched on this before, and we have said that Jose is not a player. It's not a manager to build a squad around youngsters and bring youngsters through. That he's a man with money to bring these top players to win trophies straight away. Just like that. He's not a guy who has projects. Not a chance, Josie. So yeah, this is. I think this is going to go down the road as a project. I think Bob's. If it doesn't work out, we could be seeing another project down the line.
Well, I think it just confuses you even more, side, doesn't it? Why he signed Mourinho, or why Mourinho signed the dotted line. I'm sure Mourinho would have said, Levy would have said, we won't look at 26 trophies. Mourinho would have said, excuse me, Mr. Chairman, I know you've been tossing up about, you've been wanting me for 20 odd years, but just remember, these 26 trophies hasn't come because I've promoted within the youth from every club I've been to. I've been handing money. Okay, of course, one side we had a good squad there to go, but I've always had money to spend, and 9 times out of 10, Man United apart, I've always had the players that I've really won. I will only sign on dotted line if I promise me the same. It's very, very, very unlikely Levy would have turned around and said, Mourinho, I know you've won 26 trophies with a higher budget, but on this occasion, will you please do it? A team that's on the decline anyway, will you not buy any players and just promote from within? It's very unlikely Jose, number three, number three this would have said, yeah, okay, I'll change everything I've done last into 2005, 04, and I'll promote within. Where's the paper? No, he would have wanted assurances that it's going to have big money spent. The pandemic is obviously, we didn't know nothing about it, but we've got revenue. We've still got the stadium side. That money will come in. It might come in a year or two later, but we'll always be able to make up that money. We haven't got a stadium of 25,000. What we'd have to do, we'll make up what 200 million. Even if we spend 300 million, mate, we'll make that up within a few years, a few seasons.
Yeah, easy.
The money will be, and there will be banks or lenders out there who will look at, if they have to go to that, and look at, here's a stadium, here's the accounts for what money potentially going to be bringing in, this club's going to be bringing in. There you go, no problem. We won't have money, we won't have problems investing money in this club with our stadium. The stadium was the biggest revenue generator we could have ever wished for. So no, all this about the club not having any money, whatever. Yeah, no. There won't be people out there with 2 billion plus to buy us out, but 200, 300 million, mate. If we want to go big, as unlikely as it is, they need to take the plunge. And like I say, Joe's not going to promote the youth. He will need to buy, and unless the board provide him with them tools, there's every chance Jose might say, "Sorry, guys, pay me the 30 million over 10 years. I'll see you later." So because we've already given him the worst defeat record he's ever had in his career. 10 games. He's never lost 10 games before in the season. We've given that to him. So we'll wait again, mate. We'll wait and see. Ashraf, good question, mate. But you're right. He won't promote. He won't promote. It's up to the board now to match his ambition.
Absolutely. Bob's correct there when he said about Jose will never come to his club. We've not been promised no money. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. That's what Bob said there. He said, he's won 26 trophies. They don't come cheap. I mean, that's not promoting youngsters. That's spending a hell of a lot of money at his clubs. I mean, and me personally, he's not the man. If you want a rebuild with promoting youngsters, Jose's not the man.
That's 10 hard, isn't it? That's hard.
Yeah, as someone along them lines there. Yeah, correct there, Bob's. Like if you want to go like a Nagelsmann as well, if you want to chuck his name. Exactly. So that's the sort of manager you want if you want to go down them lines. But we need success now, and I still say to me, Jose, another season. Personally. And we got on to
so it's only worth keeping you another season, mate, if the board matches ambition. Because no matter what we think about Jose, there's no point in keeping him for another season if we ask him to promote from within. Because he doesn't do that. That's not his strong point.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, it might be a case of having to make a change and then we're just stuck with it. We're just stuck with it. Do we accept mediocrity? No, of course we don't. But we have to be realists. And unfortunately, no one will buy the club out while we're stuck with enic. That's the way it is. It's a massive summer for Enic. And you've got to remember, a failed football club, after what they've spent in the States, will look bad on Enic as well, on Lewis and Levy. Yeah, we'll go back to the furniture, and we'll all go back to the big house and furniture state watch, mate.
Yeah.
So yeah,
absolutely. And we go back onto Mike's question here, Bob. Do you think do you reckon Joy Parrott will be a regular starter within 2 years? We have him at Ipswich and think highly of him. Interested in your views? To me, Troy Parrott, it's a frustrating one, Bob's. I thought he's gonna burst on the scene a year or two ago. We heard signs of him in the under 18s squad, 23s, and he's banging in goals, same as that, left, right, and centre, banging them in.
Yeah.
But when he did get his chance, 1 or 2 games, just didn't look at it, did he, Bob? So even when he's gone to like Millwall and all that, he didn't have great. Did have a great career there at Millwall. Had injuries, and Ipswich. Okay, he's gone there. I think he's got a goal so far. I think that's the only goal he's got. To me, would he be a regular starter in the next 2 years? It depends how he kicks on now. He's got to take it serious. I mean, I think he's 20, 21, something like that now. Bob's, I think 22, something around that age. He's got to kick on now. He's got to really kick on and show the club that he can come back and compete in the Premier League. Because he's got Scarlett ahead of him at the minute. I mean, he's ahead of Troy Parrott, and to me, if you're going to pick between the two, I'll pick Dane. I'll pick Dane all day long. So
he's coming to that point now, so isn't he, mate? That he has, like you say, he has to kick on. Right now, there's 2 young players at Tottenham in the youth ranks who I don't think are going to be making. Although one's come through the ranks and one's been brought in, but I think Jack Clark and Troy Parrott are probably the 2 players within the youth setup who aren't going to make it. Now, Troy Parrott needs to kick on the way Harry Kane did at this age. He was going out to loans left, right, and to be fair, he went being successful at a number of clubs. He did okay at Leicester. He did okay at Norwich. But he's earning his graft, and sometimes you get youth players going out, and let's be fair, Troy Parrott had numerous tastes of the first season. So maybe in his eyes, a bit of decline going back over to, a smaller club with all due respect, or lower clubs. Harry Kane had to do that, but he learned from it. He learned how to become a better player. Who's to say Troy Parrott can't go that route? No, in no way am I saying Troy Parrott's going to be as good as Kane. But like you say, he needs to kick on now. Otherwise, unfortunately, I can see with a few strikers that we possibly bring in, or a striker, Troy Parrott's just going to go further down the pecking order.
Absolutely.
I know, with all due respect, Mike, I don't follow Ipswich that much, and out of the low knees that I look out for, I look out for the Harvey Whites and Hotspur and Divines, although not, but the Skippies. I look out for more of them than actually Troy, because he's not set this. He's not set it alight for me. He's just not, and maybe that's come hand in hand because we've seen how he has performed. Because there was a big clamour. Remember last season, there was a big clamour to bring Troy in, and when he came in, and Jose wouldn't play him. And when we did play him, we were like, Jose, you're all right, mate. He isn't that great. So, like I say, so he needs to come on. And let's see what next season brings. Because I don't think he'll be coming back to us. We'll have another season out on loan. Yeah, all we're selling.
And not a chance. Yeah, so and as well, Mike. He's playing League One football in Ipswich. Ipswich in League One. You know what I mean? He couldn't handle it in the Championship with Millwall. You know what I mean? So what's saying he's going to come back to Tottenham and do it in Premier League?
Mike,
you know what I mean?
Interest to find out, matey, Mike. How many goals has he scored in how many performances? If you could let us know, then I know that's not the be all and end all, but it'd just be interesting to see how he's a striker. The strikers are judges on goals, so it'd be interesting to see how many goals he scored, Mike. So if you can let me know, mate, that'd be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. Nice one for your question, though, pal.
Cheers.
Paul says, beard envy, Bobby. We can't all have a designer chin like yours.
Egg wash. Cheers, Paul. Banter supreme.
TikTok's come back in. Look, Barnet FC fan. Me whole family Arsenal.
Mate. The fact that you can't spell Barnet or Arsenal with a capital letters says everything to me. TikTok. Hope you can take banter, mate. It's all about banter. You're a good lad. Good lad.
Paul says, "I've watched Troy play quite a lot.
Right, okay.
And I don't think he break through, and that's coming from an Irishman."
He's played for Ireland a few times, hasn't he? He's been called up a few times, hasn't he?
Yes, he's played for Ireland, mate, a few times. And as what Paul said, he's watched him a few times, and he don't think he can break through. I said, I'm with Bob's. I like Bob's that I ain't seen him a lot on loan. Yeah. I said, I don't really. Would you follow Ipswich? You won't follow Ipswich, would you? I mean, even though when Troy's there, I mean, as you said, Norwich is more appealing to watch because Skippy's there.
So I didn't. There wasn't any disrespect to Ipswich on my behalf, mate. It's just that I like to look at players, young players who I think got a chance to break through. And with Troy showing what he's made of in the Premier League a few times and at Millwall what he can do, for me, he's probably missed that chance. So I've not been saying he might be ripping up trees at Ipswich, mate, but I've just not been that interested in seeing his progression because, in my eyes, thus far, he's not been able to, like Paul says, break through. We might be completely wrong. We might come off here and look at YouTube and see what's doing Ipswich and think, you know what, mate, he's doing something. His next stage is to move to that next level, which is the championship.
The thing is, Bobs. The one thing is, it's that because he's at Ipswich and he didn't make it, but he's playing for Millwall in the championship, and that's what the worrying thing is. He's gone to Ipswich. I think at the minute he's got one goal. I don't know if he's got any more goals or an assist. I know he's got a goal for Ipswich, but he's not ripping out trees. He's not ripping up trees at the minute. And
it's a waiting game, isn't it, mate? With youth, sometimes you have to give a bit of chance. So
yes. And we got Das. Thanks for that, Paul. Anyway, mate. What Das saying? Hey, do you think there are too many games and they should cut some? Me personally, nah. That's what thing. They're it's 38 games in Premier League. You got an FA Cup. You got the Carabao Cup. And you got even if you've got the Europa League or Champions League. Me personally, I don't think it's too many games. If you've got a big enough squad, I don't think. Me personally, if you're saying that, because Championship, look at the Championship. They played twice a week, virtually all season. Yeah. Saturday midweek, and I mean, me personally, I don't think Bob's. I
think the more successful you are, the more games
whilst his last two, then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah. I think the more successful you are, the more teams, the more games you can have, aren't you, mate? And no matter where you finish in the league, you deserve that many games. The only reason we've had so many games is for the qualified for the qualifications. If we'd done better in the league last season, we wouldn't have had so many games. So we deserve to have those games because that's where we finished, and that was our own performances. It didn't come as we didn't qualify and then find out all qualifiers. We knew what was going to be the end game after finished sixth. So no, we deserve to get all the games won, and we get lesser games if we get knocked out. So the amount of games you have in the season is reflective of our success. In my
absolutely. And Das comes up and says, personally, I think the League Cup should be gotten rid of. Me personally, I know if I don't take it serious now, it's gone to that point now where everyone takes the mick out of this cup. But to me,
but no one's stopping you from playing the youth. If you don't think it's that, use it as a cup where you can bring some new players into it and use it as a training exercise. If you don't think that, no one's telling you to think of the League Cup as one of the top cups in Europe. If you don't want to take it seriously, that's fine. Just take advantage of the fact you've got an extra game there against possibly good opposition. I wouldn't get rid of it.
No, absolutely, Bobs. Cargaroo says sad news on Claude. Yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely sad news. And we'll take this as the last one, and then we'll wrap it up. And Dar says, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean cutting games from the Premier League. I meant like cutting a cup or international friendlies or something." Yeah, international friendlies. That's my biggest bugbear. Why do you need these pointless friendlies? I do not get them, seriously.
Especially this time in the
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you don't. We don't need these sort of international friendlies. I think it's a waste of time, me personally. But I wouldn't cut a cup. You can't cut a league cut. As Bob said, if you're that thing, you just bleed your youth in there. Let them have some time in the League Cup. FA Cup, you can never get rid of the FA Cup. Absolutely not. And can't cut games in the Premier League. So me personally, what Bob thinks about the international friendlies, but I'm not a massive fan of these international friendlies.
I mean, I don't know how it's all worked. How we're playing World Cup qualifiers that's not taking place till November, December 2022. We've got a whole year and a half yet before. So I don't know if there was a mismanagement of arranging fixtures then or why, but I suppose there's a few games to go. The friendlies this time of the season isn't necessary. It's just an inconvenience. I used to look forward to England games. They're just an inconvenience, and especially if you just win. You know, by the time the next Premier League won against Villa, regardless of the opposition, we had such a good taste in our mouth of that victory after we were on the up. And by the time the next game comes against Newcastle, it's going to have to be a rebuild again, isn't it? There's no continuation of feel good factor. It's gone now, and we're going to have to watch the game on Sky Plus to remind us how well we play. So sometimes just an inconvenience, but qualifiers, of course, they need to be played.
Absolutely, Bobs. Darth says that's true. I didn't think about just playing the youth.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here, mate.
So nice one, guys. Everyone who's come to the chat tonight. Absolutely fantastic. On quite a terrible day to what's happened to Claude. But as what we were saying earlier, the show has to go on. The show has to go on. Life has to go on. Even with a trash it like this, I mean, you can't stand. You can't stand still.
Claude will want the show to go on, won't he, mate?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly what I said earlier. Claude will want us to sit here and mope about and not having shows on. He'll want everything to go on still. Do you know what I mean? So thanks for everyone who's tuned in tonight. I really had some good turnout tonight. Really good. And thanks for Bob's for coming in. Absolutely fantastic for his help tonight. Brilliant. Well done, lads. Good show. Rest in peace, Claude. Yeah, nice one.
Well
top
said.
943.
Well said, mate. Well said.
So tomorrow, guys, me and Matt will be back on here tomorrow. We are bringing something different.
Okay. You're not going to strip again, I say. Don't want any of that. Don't want any of that. That needs to be copyrighted and stuck in the X-rated bin forever.
Yeah, that's it.
We can't get away with doing that again.
After 12 o'clock,
keep those thongs away. You give the word cockerel a whole new meaning, mate. You don't want any of that.
Oh dear. We're doing it after 12 o'clock there, Bobs.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I saw something the other day, and I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna nick it. I thought, do you know what? But it's a fantastic one. Do you know what? I've never thought about it. Okay. It's to be your all-time 11. On all the nationalities what's played for Tottenham. So just for instance, if there's like an English player, you only can pick one player from every nationality. And how hard that's going to be.
And guys, when Simon does put that up as a promotion, stick your 11s in. See what Matt and Matt's side think of it. Because I'll put my suggestion definitely, mate. Once you put the promotion up. Me and Matt was going through it the other night and was going, wow, this is going to be hard because when it comes to like just say like your English one, we love the Mabbott, we love a King at the back, or would you go at Kane up top? Kane,
I mean, it's like wow.
We've had different. We've had a few. I mean, you give me 2 minutes, mate. I can give you my 11 now, but I'll save it for tomorrow.
I mean, and the Belgium side of it as well.
Exactly.
For Tongan,
we've got one.
the French, Loris, or
Colombian. Do we go for Sanchez? Yeah.
I mean, Ginola as French as well.
Ginola, yeah.
So do
we go for Winks in midfield as an English? Choices.
So yeah, I looked at it. I thought, wow, that'd be a good one. So me and Matt's gonna try and frazzle our brains tomorrow. I'm gonna try and whip up.
I'm gonna have a go. I'll have a go as well.
Well, we're gonna go into the show. We're gonna just come up with one. But wow, seriously, just some of the names and only one per nationality. Wow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be difficult. It's a bit difficult. So yeah, so that's tomorrow, guys. I think it's about 7:30. I have to double sure with Matt on that one. So watch out for that one, guys. Then
will you have the England game in the background? I'm assuming, yeah, as well.
Oh yeah, England, yeah.
Yeah, put it in the background.
Yeah. Yeah. So then on Thursday, I think we've got the Unbiased Premier League show coming up. Wicked. Then we got the weekend. We got the preview for the Newcastle and the watch along, obviously, on Sunday.
What time you got the Unbiased on Thursday, mate?
I'm not too sure yet, Bobs. I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, because you got your media thing in it on thing.
Yeah, 8:30. I'm making it a bit late.
8:30. Yeah. Me and Matt normally likes to do that 12 o'clock.
So you do it early, don't you?
Yeah. And sometimes we do. Sometimes do it late. Sometimes it depends if what we can fit around. So
yeah.
I've worded with Matt about that, or even Friday, because if there's no Friday games, we normally do it on Friday as well. The Unbiased shows. So
yeah,
we could probably do it.
I think it's the reason why we're pushing it, because we did think about doing it another day, and this is a general topic. I'm not talking about our show, but it's kind of what we could think about. Maybe it's something that you can think about as well. You know, how much of the media is having an effect on us as football fans, because we're reliant on it, aren't we? As YouTubers, we're reliant on news that we hear about, and obviously we have to source it correctly. You know, we do. If there's a newspaper out there saying we're gonna get Mbappe and Messi and Haaland, you know, we're not gonna just willy-nilly announce that on our station. We're gonna do our homework to make sure it's right. So that's basically what the show's going to be, is how much of an effect the media is having on us, on YouTubers, on football fans. Are we being brainwashed at times, and in general in life, and maybe, you know, you can think of something, and maybe your guys can think of something, and pop on. I'll be putting information out anyway, but well, I wouldn't be anywhere without your support. You popped my cherry when it came to it. So I'll always be interested in your views and opinions. So you know that.
Yeah, not a problem, Bobs. Not a problem. We'll be on that one anyway. So Bob's, do you want to plug? Did you want to plug your channel, pal?
Yeah. Bob's Spur TV. Looking at, it doesn't sound like it, but we're looking at lighter things in life. I do have some sketches in there, or sketches I say. Bob Spur Jr. is my co-host, but we do get serious when we need to. We do previews, reviews, general thoughts about, you know, enic. We do a day after, day before show. That's as far as we'll be doing one after you guys. But yeah, it's all things Tottenham. So we have a laugh, we have a joke. Simon, that's been on plenty of times and supported me and given their input. And touchwood, it's going well so far. But yeah, I think Thursday's going to be interesting. So it'll be great to see, like, sort of Matt and Si taking part of some sort. It doesn't have to be you know, just an opinion would be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, looking forward to it, mate. Looking forward to it, especially, you know, in today's climate, COVID and other things.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so everyone get over to Bob's and his channel, Bob Spur TV. Subscribe to his channel. He's getting subscribers every other day now, which is good. The channel's growing. So all of you in the chat, guys, head over if you haven't. Show Bob some love. Subscribe to the channel, guys, and go follow some of his content coming up. I said he's got the one on Thursday about the media, so we can all get over there and we can have our say about that one, guys. Yeah, so that's it then, guys. Thanks for everyone's tuning. Absolutely fantastic support tonight.
So I just want to say to you, Si, as well. Don't listen to some of the shit out there, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah. Oh, it don't really bother me, pal. I think most of them comments, I think it's what one of our fellow Spurs fans have put up, and they're literally trying to gas him about what he's put up. Right. So yeah, so just I'd have run in with a couple of them, but do you know what? Just didn't bother in the end. Just left them to it. You know what I mean? So absolutely. So yeah, guys. So thanks for everyone tuning. Absolutely great following tonight again. So
sorry Eunice, about the
Eunice comes in late. He said, "I just come in, but Eunice, hope everyone
mate.
Well."
Mate, we get. There was £3 million chance. There was a chance to win £3 million, mate. Missed out.
Yeah, you missed out there, Eunice. It's gone already. It's gone already.
Yeah, we picked out a name beginning with Y as well, didn't we? So.
Yeah, so Eunice, thanks for coming in anyway, mate. We are unfortunately we're going out now. So guys, from Premier Hotspur TV, guys, we're in Premier Hotspur TV. Sorry, I've been Simon. This has been Bob's. So thanks for everyone's tuned in. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night, guys. It's between 7 and 7:30. I will schedule it tonight. I'll get hold of Matt, see what time we're going to do it, and it's going to be trying to pick an international all-time 11 from one nationality, one player from every nationality. So thanks, guys, and in the end, rest in peace, Claude. Cheers, pal.
Rest in peace, man.
And we'll leave you guys with this one. Good night. God bless, guys.
Good night.
And come on, you Spurs. Come on, guys.
Spurs.
Come on.
Oh.